Oh, this island had nothing but wolves. Wolves and bears. Not terribly exciting to fight, really. I've explored most of it. There's the shipwreck, we'll be going there soon. At first there was this little corner I've purposely left unexplored. Why? Well, because there's quest stuff here.
Very well.
I'm going to head to that. It's a little bit of banks. Yes, sandbanks, not sandbags.
Fools to cross my path.
Alright, we'll need to be watchful here. The Siren Queen! Heartland dwellers! Who gave you the leave to approach my home? Well, this seems a bit overly dramatic, no.
I am Skisny, and these are my companions. Or, employees, actually, not companions. Perhaps you could explain what happened to the fellow behind you.
I doubt that you would understand. Nevertheless, I will attempt to explain. I am a siren, and as such, must mate with a human male. My song lures them to me, and the males are most happy to oblige. Normally, both parties benefit from the exchange. It is my time to mate, so I lured this fisherman to me. He attacked me, and tried to force himself upon me, when my song no longer affected him. I took more drastic measures. This monster deserved to die. Perhaps even land dwellers can understand that. Well, that makes things more morally complicated.
A likely sort of murderers. Your lies are useless against me.
You bestow injustice upon me. I did not wish to kill you, but you forced my hand. Alright, let's see if we can interrupt these spells of hers. We don't want to get brainwashed. That should make it fizzle. Right, Edwin, do another. We want the spell to fizzle. There we go. She is dodgy. And we need another fizzle. I think Edwin did the most damage in this battle.
Your wish?
Of course I did the most damage. I am the greatest wizard.
Hurry
no
up!
watery thought can get the best of
You
me.
insist.
So we have the body. Oh, also one of those werewolves we killed previously had this doll with them. Farting's doll. It probably smells really bad. And these are probably arrows of biting, I figure. Let's actually identify them as they can go straight on the stack. There we go.
What would you have me do?
Well, that was
Your wish?
easier than
You
I
insist.
thought, honestly. I thought she had a whole group of sirens with her. I figure a queen would have. Oh, they are, but they are over there. What a sneaky bunch. Right, that's one. Poisoned.
Your worthless lives end here.
Hurry up! All right, all right.
Right. Poison should deal with them.
What would you have me
I think
do?
we got him, Commander.
Your wish?
Arrows of biting are really handy against spellcasters, as the constant damage kind of interrupts their casting a lot. There we
You
go.
insist.
We get more arrows of biting to use again. Sweet. Should have waited maybe with identifying. Oh well. Not like
What
we
would
have
you have? All right.
few identification spells. Oh, we haven't explored this little bit. Let's go. Maybe there are more random werewolves. Oh, and this gentleman. He was bitching at us, but otherwise not hostile, so. Werewolves. That's thought.
Right, let's do some killing, boys. Put the wool down.
Or my actions are yours.
Peter. Yes.
Uh-oh. Can I watch this? I don't want TX to get smacked. Right!
TX will smite thee.
We'll turn this island into an abattoir just soon enough. And they got gift sweet experience. I do think it's still divided over the entire party, sadly. Maybe we should kick some of the party and re-invite them when we grind Dawn up or something. Or just suffer it. Doesn't really matter anyway. So,
Hurry up!
6,000 more.
Yes,
We
you
should be
insist.
able to get that by the end of this island. So, we'll head this. You see, we can't really get beyond these rocks. Seems to be a mountainous ridge that we can't climb on. But there's a cabin there, interestingly enough. Let's explore that before we go into the ship. I don't quite know what these things are supposed to be. Is this some kind of building device? Maybe to make ships or something? The cabin. Well, let's have a look.
You're not figments, are you? I'm not
What would
wasting
you
any
have
more
me
time
do?
talking to figments.
All right, all right.
Eh?
Can it be? After so long? By Saloon's blade, I'm saved! Do I know you, sir? Know me? I doubt it very much. How did you find me? Did the Gibbling 12 send you? Or was it perhaps the cool Golodon the Unmanned? I've never heard of the Gibbling 12, or for that matter, or the Unmanned Fiddle. Gibbling 3, on the other hand, they make great mods for this game, so you should go there to that website and download them. What? Never mind. Saloon, how long have I been here? I should have never joined Baldur on this cursed voyage. Why is this happening? Who sent you then, if not by my mistress's eyes? Mendes of Waterdeep? Oh no, we came for own accord seeking adventure and good fortune. It matters not. I must escape this place. If you are undeceased, then you may help me. Be you an obese Omnian elf or an inebriated Briatazu? You came through the ward, so it seems that you have not contracted this terrible condition. Disease? Condition? What do you speak of? Have you not seen these abominations? Lycanthropy is a disease. Is the disease I speak of. The wolfmen are everywhere. You must have encountered them. Yeah, we met a few outside your home. In fact, we came to destroy them. We understand their lairs in Balduran's ship. By the gods, if you are willing to fight these terrors, then you must assist me. Must? Nah. You're hardly in a position to tell me what I must and must not do. Run your own errand, you worthless coward. In the countless years, the only guests I get are contemptuous, ill-mannered. Be gone, and return only when you wish to keep a civil tongue in your head.
Your wish?
Well,
Very
there's...
well.
First, let's loot your place.
Hurry up!
I don't trust this place at all. You're crazy. And one thing we've learned from Durax Tower is that crazy people set traps everywhere. Maybe he's not that crazy. So let's try and
Very well.
lockpick this open. Yes.
Why must TX traverse this dank hole? Sirik said nothing of soggy boats.
A holy cloak. Oh, that was the one the girl wanted, Dulani or something.
And some flowers or something. This is a quest item for later. This to Edwin. And that staff will let
What is as directed? For
Edwin
now.
hold on to it. I
What
don't
would you
believe it's
have me
better
do?
than what we already have.
Very well.
From what I remember, it's a staff of a staff mace, which is a magical, which is basically a staff you can use in one
Again, you
hand.
disturb me. My actions are yours.
Which is very handy if you have a fighter mage, and then you can like still hold the staff, but at the same time hold the shield.
Hurry up! Very well.
Or some other weird combination that uses staves or staffs. I don't know. Oh, that seems interesting.
Oh,
TX, grab that
is as
book.
TX does.
Recipes and ruminations of one Dradeel of Tethia. Formerly of Tethia. Huh. I guess. A lovely bun cake brightens anyone's day. The recipe herein are mine own imaginings, and thus ingredients are subject to change as per my whim. Belladonna bun cake. A simple little dish for a rainy afternoon. Corn flour, eggs of seabird, a spoonful of whitecap fungus, the fruit of your choice for sweetening, 1 small measure of belladonna root. Prepare as one would a bread loaf, though less time given to the rising. Bake in a well-stoked hearth under leaves for 1 turn of the hourglass. Notes to self: refrain from eating this ever again. Exceptionally poisonous. Remember the unfortunate week on the kitchen floor. Right, I was just about to suggest, maybe I should try that out in real life sometimes, but no, apparently not. So I think most of these are real things. Whitecap fungus, I don't know quite. Belladonna, I believe, is a real plant. I'd have to look that up. Dradeel's vegetable surprise. A dish turned out surprisingly edible. Not recommended as a primary meal every day for 300 years. Some disorientation may result. Okay. Place 2 cups of virgin Netherese olive oil and 1 large chopped onion in a large pot. Sauté the onions in the oil over a medium fire until onions begin to become clear. Add 2 chopped carrots, 2 chopped stalks of celery. Sauté for an additional 3 minutes. Add 1½ quarts of water and bring to boil. This sounds like onion soup. Add 2 diced peeled potatoes, 1 cup of white wine. I find Mithrinian vintage is perfect. 1 bay leaf, 2 diced tomatoes and chopped parsley to taste. Cook covered over medium-smallish fire until vegetables are almost tender. Add 2 cups of chopped spinach and cook for an additional 15 minutes. Serve hot with garnish of grated cheese. Note: for Orcish version, replace all ingredients with turnips. I think that's more actually a gnomish version, but whatever. Curative ingredients for dispelling lycanthropy. Oh, that seems important, given what he just told us. Mother's family recipe. Notes: Mother's topical salves are rather large failures. Research further with following in mind. Creatures on this isle are unusual beyond their splitting into 2 factions. There is an odd curse, one that defies the traditional remedies, such as unfortunately dangerous muffins previous. Though one is not without hope, the exotic origins of the original stock suggest a unique enchantment, not unlike that of more widely known vampiric afflictions. The casual bite might be averted using such things as belladonna flower, but an intentional infection could actually require the extermination of the leader of the clan. This is merely conjecture, of course, and I have been unable to examine said leader. Despite my strange immunities, his is a strength that could still inflict a measure of serious damage upon the physical form. He and I have spoken on occasion, though his tolerance for me is no more resilient than mine of him. Further notes to myself: future offerings of peace to either side of the Wolfen clans could not take form of muffins of any sort. Bachelor's crutch. Noodles of quality and convenience. Ingressor, measure of noodles, boiling water and container. Combine ingredients in container. Enjoy. Oh yes, enjoy. Notes to self. Should probably be more supplemented with more something nutritional value, lest my bones become brittle as chalk. Perhaps the container. Okay. Well, that was an interesting read. Hope you all wrote that down at home, so you can cook that yourself and kill yourself in the process. I'll not be responsible for those deaths. Blame them on Dradeel. Forgive me. I've lost Dradeel's voice. There we go. I've not had a guest in several centuries. I am Dradeel, a mage and recent convert to the Church of Saloon. I was the guide for Baldur's brave adventures to Anchorome and beyond. That was long ago. I have lived here for 1,000 years, alone except for the occasional skirmish with the diseased ones. They haven't attacked in some time, they fear me it seems. But the younger ones refuse to learn the lessons of their father. Periodically, I believe it's to be every generation or so, they will attack and learn the lesson that those who came before already learned. I no longer have a taste for battle, but they are abominations not fit for this world. I suspect that they can even be cured of their conditions. I write my theories in this diary I keep. It seems to help me remain balanced among these horrors. A diary is a commendable pastime for the simple-minded. A mage of power and ambition would have ruled those creatures in a few years, let alone a few centuries. Flea-ridden as they are, they would make a decent conquering army. I'd like to keep you as an advisor, Edwin, but don't use those skills against me. We'll see. Excuse me, we'll see. Note to self, cut his pay. Oh wait, don't cut his pay, then he'll be sure to rebel. Such hard managing people. Anyway, do you mean you sailed with Baldur? My employer would be very interested to meet you. He would like to know what happened. We sailed far off Anchorome. 200 strong. We returned with half of our brethren dead on the Golden Land shore, but Baldur was ever the successful adventurer. He wrestled the king's ransom and treasure from the cursed lords of Anchorome before we were forced back to the ships and expelled from their shores. The cursed lord's power haunts me still. Those monstrosities out there, the product of our travails in Anchorome. 'Twas a bitter wind that carried us homeward, and we revelled not in our new-found wealth. We came upon this island quite by accident, and stopped to renew our dwindling supplies of fresh water. I led the landing party, while Baldur set the remaining crew to repairing the sails and fishing for fresh food. My party was hardly out of earshot when the curse struck. The blood still stains my robes. Well, this is a long... Out with it, man! What happened? They changed, of course. It was so sudden. We were speaking about what we intended to do when we arrived home, and then Caelan died first, his throat torn open by one of the changed men. I couldn't tell who killed him, of course, since they were unrecognizable in their changed forms. I searched for the wand that I carried in my robes, but the abomination moved too quickly. Of the 10 sailors in my party, 7 were lycanthropes. We had no chance, though 2 of them leaped at me, and even while the others feasted on the bodies of my other sailors, I casted lightning with my wand and killed one of the shapeshifters. The other wolf hit me with great force, and I was thrown back against a tree. I knew no more. What a poet, that one. I woke in the dark, several hours later. At first I believed I was dead, but when I tried to rise, the pain in my head... Sorry? that out. I awoke in the dark several hours later. At first, I believed I was dead, but when I tried to rise, the pain in my head dispelled that myth. There was blood everywhere, so much blood. The body of the lycanthrope I had killed lay several feet away, draped over Galen's ravaged corpse. I retched at the sight of my friend so cruelly killed. I cast one of the few spells I had, invisibility, wagering that if the lycanthrope caught the scent of me, they would believe that they were smelling nothing more than a corpse. I crawled painfully to the beach. The ship was half sunk in the surf, a huge hole in her side, as if a giant had punched through her in a rage. There was a smouldering fire on the deck, and in the sickly light I could see the bodies of the ship's crew, gutted and hung in the riggings like so much meat. Sickened, and in despair I crawled back into the woods. Dawn arrived, and I came upon this ancient village. This hut was sunk in the sandy soil, and I crawled inside to hide and barred my way behind me with my final spell. After a short, fretful sleep, I managed to find where the hut had broken through into this cave. To this point I have survived on the freshwater stream and a particular sightless fish that lives in the calm pools below. In these 300 years I found some favor with Saloon. She has granted me a few spells and wards to better protect my precarious home. I haven't left these caves for many years, and I haven't the power to defend myself for long. Mayhap you could remedy that. Well, if you help us fight the lycanthropes, then we will help you. I can do little to help you against the more powerful lycanthropes. However, this wolfsbane charm will make the younger lycanthrope wary of attacking you. In return for this assistance, I must ask a favor of you. Well, fine. What is this favor? Truly, I am in your debt. The lycanthrope's lair is in Baldur's ship. My spellbook lies within. No, I don't want to see that. With it, I am a powerful mage. Without it, I am a pauper that stands before you. These few wards I cast are gifts of pity from Saloon. I have turned to the goddess in my fear and solitude. Perhaps my lengthy imprisonment is but a penance so that I might become worthy of the goddess. But I digress. With my spellbook retrieved, I may be able to discover a way off this island. If you would go to destroy the lycanthrope's lair, I would ask that you find my spellbook. Well, I'll have a look at that spellbook first. Now that I know of the spellbook's existence, I'll find it and use it for myself. Your words bespeak a boorish demeanour not unlike that of Goladan the Unmanned. You'll not take it from me easily, mercenary. This old dog still has some teeth. Oh, well.
TX will...
I cannot fall.
Wow. Okay, that was an ending. I think next time we'll agree to what he says. And then, yeah, move on. Wow, everyone's dead. That was amazing. I wonder if we can take him. We'll see. I'm going to make a bonus episode to see if we can take them. And if not, we'll do the job and meet back at the lair of the werewolves at Baldur's ship. So until then...